last shot, isn't it?
Well, yes, it is, and you know, it's a big fight for David. I mean, it's the year of the Olympics. It's two Olympians, bronze medal versus gold medal. One with a really row of half a gold in front of him. One that's trying to keep his half a gold there. So it's interesting. You know, heavyweights catch the public's imagination, don't they? And you've got a heavyweight that can fight and a heavyweight that can talk. And you've got two heavyweights who know they've got to win this fight. You've got them making of something special.
So as far as you're concerned, Audley's not a shot fighter then?
No, of course it's not. If he was, why was certain other people after him trying to get his name, trying to get him in the ring with him?
The reason I ask that is because there's this whole idea that his star quality transcends boxing. So he pulls in a different type of clientele, a different type of punter, which is going to be good for David.
He's a crossover boxer.
Yeah.
That's it, and that's what you need. Right. That's what I want David to become. And by taking this fight, that will help us go on that level. You're right. I mean, if you talk about Audley Harrison, you automatically. Oh, he was the guy. He was the big black guy in Come Dancing, who was very good. He was the guy who done this. He was the guy who done that. He's bigger than boxing. Audley Harrison is actually bigger than boxing, and he does bring different type fans. He will bring something to the table that no other boxer could bring, and that's important. But do you know also what? He's a great negotiator. I've got to give it to him. His negotiation skills are better than Don King's. And I mean it in a nice way. And if he can bring them negotiation skills to the ring on that night, David Price is in for the hardest fight of his life and the most dangerous fight of his life.
When I look at Price's record, he's had 13 fights, done pretty well over them, but he's only had 36 rounds. Is it kind of your focus now to get him as many rounds as possible?
No, because it gets him in the gym.
Right.
I'm a great believer. Go in there, the crowd want excitement, the crowd want sensation finishes. Knock them out if you can. That's what boxing's all about. That's what heavyweight boxing's about. That's why people love Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano, Larry Holmes, Cassius Clay, George Foreman. Nowadays we're bored with the Klitschko's. When the Klitschko's knock out someone, we get out the champagne, don't we?
So how long then do you think before he fights for a European title?
By the end of this year. By the end of this season, sorry, it's new deal.
Okay, so I mean, when you look at the current European champion, do you see anything to
I don't see anything at all to worry David Price, and that's my belief. But everything is a stepping stone with David Price and his team. So everything's done on a selection of the team.
A word about Dillion Whyte. He's had 7 fights now, I think, and he looks like he's progressing quite nicely.
Well, do you know what? Dillion excites me, and I've had to sit with Dillion and Chris Oko, who I used to promote, and Joe Long, and we've chatted, and I've explained about not rushing him. He's 23 years old. He's a baby. Heavyweights don't majority in their 30s. Dillion Whyte will become a champion. I believe he can become champion of the world, but you have to follow what heavyweights are there. At the moment, I think he can definitely become British champion when David Price steps up, and he's definitely good enough to compete in the European level. But if we do his career right, the same way as Lennox Lewis, David Price, Julius Francis, we've got a great record with heavyweights. I know we can take Dillion Whyte there as well, and I'm really excited. And do you know what? He's a London fighter. That makes it even more exciting with Dillion Whyte because he brings out a different crowd again. Like Audley's a London fighter.
Possible super fight with Dillion Pricey one day then. Could you retire on that one, Frank?
Do you know what? I like them both. If I was to make that fight, it would have to be a super fight, and it would have to break all the banks from it because both guys work together and they know each other. David has a lot of respect for Dillion. Dillion has a lot of respect for David. So it's not a fight I would look to make unless money was falling from heaven.
Thanks for your time.